Yo, what's up guys? This is Midnight Wabbit and welcome back to some more Destiny. Today what I have for you guys is my weekly solo Nightfall tutorial just like I do every week, and this week it is Omnigul. Haven't had that in a while actually, so Epic and Nightfall. No purely negative modifiers like Light Switch or Angry or anything like that, but there's all three burns. So we got Void Burn, Solar Burn, and Arc Burn. Now Arc Burn right here, this is going to be the most dangerous one. Honestly, they're really... I think the only Reaver captains that you meet, except for maybe one or two that you can stay far away from throughout this entire strike, are melee Reaver captains, so they don't have the Scorch Cannon, so the Solar Burn is pretty much just a plus. You use powerful solar weapons and stuff. The Arc Burn is the biggest downside you're going to get from this, because the Arc Burn is a problem. Okay? The Arc Burn, because all the fallen enemies and stuff, and almost all, like a lot of the hive enemies, including Omnigul herself, actually do arc burns or arc damage.
Omnigul is the last of Crota's generals.
Alright, let me actually...
She is the architect of her master's awakening. As long as she lives, the threat of Crota's return will haunt this world. Track her down and exterminate every hive that stands in your way.
Greatest revenge just for Firefly, actually. Now, the Void Burn is only going to be an issue later on with the hive enemies, the Acolytes, a little bit, not too bad, unless you get unless they gang up on you, and then the Ogre. There's one Ogre that you will have to worry about.
A new hive army is spawning
but,
on the Skywatch. This is Omnigul's doing. Find her.
Okay. Yeah, it's early. All right. What we could do is we could take the Scorch Cannon from the... Wait for the wolves to prowl on the Skywatch and grab the Scorch Cannon and run into Omnigul with a Solar Burn and see how much damage that does to her. I think what I... Oh, sorry. Allergies. I think what I might do is I might save that for another video and do that later on today, and just like with some friends and just test it, like see if we can get like 2 or 3 Scorch Cannons and run in there and see how quickly we can actually kill her, like if we charge it all the way. I might do that as a test. I haven't seen anyone do that, so I might do that as a test later on today, but I think for the sake of speed and crap right now, I might just... those are the guys I hate. Luckily there's no light switch, but a lot of the melees are arc, so they're still going to get the bonus damage from that, unfortunately. Yeah, okay, yeah, there's that burn. The regular captains will still have the elder captains are still going to have, well, that just means we killed everything. Holy crap. At least the Firefly Explosion is also elemental, so it does that bonus damage to the enemies nearby, and it pretty much, instead of damaging any of them, it'll actually, the ones that will normally damages it actually kills, which is good. For this part, I know this is probably one of the most dangerous strikes to have all burns on, actually. It's because of the pure length of it, as well as the variety and number of enemies. Makes this very, very difficult. There's a lot of tight quarters here as well, which is not good with all these different types of enemies, especially when all these guys right here, and then the Thrall later on have arc melees and stuff, so that's not really good. He's waiting for me to... I know he's waiting for me. Alright. I can get him in here. Luckily, Angry is not on, so you can stagger them. On the plus side, any elemental weapon you have will deal that 3 times bonus damage. You don't have to worry about getting weapons of a specific element out of your vault or something, because every elemental weapon you have, so basically every secondary weapon will do the bonus damage. And every elemental, like primary and all heavies and secondaries will, but every elemental primary will as well. It doesn't have to be a specific element for it to do that. Okay, fine. Outlaw just decided not to work there. So. Why is it just not working? How many engrams are there? Should clearly get a medal for that. I might, actually, before we move on to the next area, what I want to do is I want to switch around my stats. I want to increase my armor, and because I'm focused on agility right now. So I always am on my warlock, but I want to switch over and focus on armor for the Nightfall, which is what I always do, because it's just for the Nightfall, it's just safer to have that armor, because as you can see, I'm kind of sitting back. I'm not really using agility right now, so the agility is not really going to help me at all. You're going to want something with Firefly for this, or like an Icebreaker will work too, because it's Icebreaker would actually be very, very good for this strike because of the infinite ammo, as well, not to mention, as well as the solar damage and the explosion it does from the close quarters. So all of those Thrall will be dead and stuff. Like, you kill one of those Thrall, it'll be like the same thing as Firefly in close quarters. How am I almost out of freaking hand cannon ammo? Jesus. Is that even a thing? So you can actually get away with using any any subclass you want on this strike. Whichever one you're most comfortable with. I'm using Sunsinger here with the solar burn. Shit. But you can also use Voidwalker with like an Obsidian Mine. You can just run through the map because there's so many tight groups of enemies, like I said. Because there is the heroic or epic modifier on or whatever. There's lots and lots of enemies. So you can just run through Nova bombing everything if you wanted to. All right. Any elemental weapon you have with Firefly, like any sniper or something, or the Fatebringer, will be very, very good for this, because that Firefly explosion, usually it'll just damage them if they're like too far away or something like that, but this is actually pretty much a guaranteed kill if it touches them, because of the bonus the bonus damage. So let me push my stuff around. Also, Light Beyond Nemesis, completely useless. Nope, I wanted to dismantle that. I might put on the ram for the extra armor, actually. Might be helpful for this, or I'm honestly not sure. I might just put on the ram for now if I'm not sure exactly what I want to do. Get my armor agility a little higher. There we go. Yeah, moving a little slower, but that's okay, as long as I don't... Honestly, it'll take less time for me to run through this slightly slower than having to start over again because I got one hit by a captain or something. These, like I said, these regular noble and elder captains or whatever will have this... I forgot about them. They're not going to do quite as much damage, but they will still have the... what's it called? They will still have the... forget what it's called, the shrapnel launchers, which are solar, so that will still do that solar damage. It doesn't really matter because any elemental attack will do bonus damage to you. Luckily there's no light switch. These guys all do arc, the stealth vandals too, their melee does arc as well, so be careful of that. It's kind of, I mean, I know you guys have heard all of this before, it's just kind of a running commentary, but you guys have probably heard all this before, but I'm just covering my bases in case anyone hasn't. Self-res is always good for moments like that. Honestly, I should have backed up farther. That was my fault. Again, I don't use self-res because you can't do this on any other class, because that's not true. I use my self-res to show you guys like mistakes that I make, because I do this very, very early in the morning, right at the reset. The reset is at 4 o'clock in the morning for me. So I do this to show you guys that there actually are mistakes that I make, and I show you guys not to make those. And if you're, it's actually a lot harder for me while I'm talking. While I'm trying to talk to you guys and explain stuff, it's a lot harder for me to concentrate. But I've done lots of solo Nightfalls without Sunsinger. I've done like Voidwalker ones. I've done a couple on Gunslinger. as well. I was gonna do this one on Gunslinger. I just happened to be playing on my Warlock at the reset, so I just figured what the hell. Those mines and that skiff turret, those mines will probably wreck you with arc burn, so I wouldn't recommend going anywhere near that right now. Make sure you stagger them as quickly as you can. You don't want them to get to you. I don't know. I'm assuming the Reaver captains, because they're probably gonna do more damage. I'm assuming they might be able to one-hit you with the melee. They might not, but they might be able to. So you may not want to risk it if you are trying to solo this. I mean, and if you're not a Sunsinger, you may not want to risk it. I may just because I have my super back. I'm gonna clear out most of the enemies so in case I don't die right as I self-res or something. But I might go test it. I want to see if their melees with arc burn will actually insta-kill me or not. Gotta make sure I'm not surrounded by like 40 of them though, because when that happens, I end up getting insta-killed like when I should be immune during my self-res. I end up getting insta-killed. Yeah, that'll wreck you. That turret. Look how much health that just took. So sit back here. Again, Icebreaker would be like a god tier weapon for this strike. Hit him. Fuck! I'm being stupid. This again is one of those things where just you cannot, with arc burn, you cannot get hit by the skiff. You cannot. You literally have to sit back here, snipe, and throw grenades. You can see back here, it won't hit you, but up there, if I go out there, it can hit you. Do not do that. All right, because that's actually very important. Because if, like I said, you don't get second chances with that thing. Like, you don't get a chance to run away. That's it. If you get hit by that, that's it. I have the ram on too, so with the increased armor, so it might even one-shot you depending on what character you're on. Depending on like what your stats are and what character you're on, it might actually one-shot you. To be honest, I'd be very careful of that. Watch out for any grenade, anything pretty much. That's why I said this strike is so dangerous, is because pretty much anything can like kill you very quickly. Take care of him real quick. This bastard with Queenbreaker's bow, I got him. I got the. Make sure most of these guys are dead. I'm not gonna run up there. I know most of them are dead. As far as I actually hit a critical from here, usually I can't do that. Alright. And I'll be extra careful at this part. Luckily there's no light switch this time around. But there's always a couple of stealth vandals that even after I got stuck. I literally just got... See, that's why... Just, using the self-res a lot more than I wanted to, and I apologize for that. But these guys, I was trying to show you guys... I was trying to show... I don't know why I just said that. That's the stupidest thing that I could possibly have done. When I hear it out loud now, it just sounds stupid, and I recognize that was a stupid thing to do. But I was trying to show you guys exactly where not to go, and like why you shouldn't push up that far, because of those stealth vandals. Pretty sure there's still a couple over here. Even once you have the objective complete, like in this area, the stealth vandals will still. So let's take care of these guys first. But these stealth vandals sometimes are still over here, so you either want to fucking kill them or run the fuck away. Ooh. That was close. Alright. When I wasn't full on health like that, that arc melee would have killed me easily. So now this next part, if there is a wolf pack prowling here, like right now, then I will grab a Scorch Cannon just to see, but I'm not going to sit around and wait just for the purposes of trying to keep this as short as possible. Try not to make this like a 90-minute video. Me waiting for the wolves to spawn. Now this is a public area, so you should be able to die and respawn here, but I wouldn't recommend risking it because it's just, it's kind of dicey and some like the public area in the Nexus. Sometimes if you're solo and you do that, sometimes you won't respawn. There, it's really weird. Like some areas will work. The one that's Epic's Prime Strike will, I think, but sometimes not. I don't even know. Honestly, some of the public areas just seem to work. If you die there, you don't have to restart, but some of them don't. It's weird. I don't honestly know why or what the pattern is. And if you do good, then you can use that to your advantage. And if you know about that, leave it in the comments or something. Let other people know. Because personally, I have no idea. All right. Now this part. This is going to take a very, very long time. It's probably safer to sit back. The Ogre during this part, because they do so much damage and it's Void Burn on top of that, the Ogre is going to be very, very dangerous. So what you guys are going to want to do, if you're... I probably should have put my agility back on for this. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to run.
Omnigul.
Like, fast. Through all of that. Run through here. And you're going to want to go up here. Now, if you're up in this back corner, this strategy is actually a lot better with multiple people. But if you're in that back corner, nothing can hit you, not even Omnigul. And you can poke down here once she stops shooting and stuff. Fire off a couple rockets or something, maybe. Maybe try to stagger her with a sniper or something. You can get her to actually spawn. She hopefully will spawn eventually. Alright, calm down. I'm gonna go. Jesus! Get back here. Thank you. Sometimes I get stuck and like the game thinks you're in midair here, it's weird. Gotta kind of wriggle your way out of there. And just use any powerful solar, arc, or void, literally any elemental weapon you have that's powerful, and you're gonna want to poke out there and just pick off her health. And obviously, if she's doing that, because that does have a blast radius and that's arc, obviously don't poke your head out there. If she's doing that. Well, I don't know why I just did that. I just killed both of those other wizards. I think I did. Get her to move. Alright, she should be dead here. Okay, she actually has no health. Alright. I'm sorry if you can hear my controller squeaking. My controller squeaks a little bit. Need to actually get some WD-40 and fix that later on today. I need to go ahead and go fix that because that's actually driving me insane. But, yeah, that is the Nightfall for this week. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. We're going to see what I got. It looks like it didn't show it in the feed. This time I either got strange coins or it just didn't show it in the feed again, which it seems to do sometimes. So, we'll hang around and I'll let you guys see what my rewards. And then I will talk to you guys later. And obviously, like, I am going to try 100%. I'm going to try that Scorch Cannon thing to kill Omnigul with 3 people, because I want to see if that how quickly that'll work. So definitely stay tuned on my channel later today for that, because I do want to see that. Yeah, I'll get a legendary Ingram. I mean, it's not terrible. It's whatever. But anyway, hopefully you guys did enjoy this. Like I said, if you did, please be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. Subscribe if you have not already, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace.